controller of the currency sometime this week. Now, the news is just the latest reminder that governments, including the United States, are going to put up a fierce fight to protect fiat currencies. Joining me now from Capitol Hill, crypto expert, Republican Congressman Warren Davidson. Representative, in the last 48 hours, the world of crypto has taken shots across the bow from the head of the SEC, the head of the Federal Reserve, and now the President of the United States. The circle in a wagon. I mean, how does this end? How does we know all the stories, we understand the upside, but when you have governments and all of their tools trying to slow you down, not just speed bumps, but derail the movement, how's this going to end?
Look, I don't think you're going to be able to get rid of crypto until you say you're going to get rid of the internet. I mean, if there's internet, this is going to move. And the planet is betting on crypto. China tried to kill it, didn't work. America could try to kill it, it won't work. And it's foolish. You look at it, fintech is the era that we're in innovation, and America's dominated the globe in innovation from the agriculture age, the industrial age, automobiles, aviation, aerospace, computers, the internet era. Why would we take a hard pass on fintech?
What would happen if DC put up too many roadblocks and at least discouraged, the more entrepreneurial or innovative aspects of this? If it happened somewhere else, what would America lose?
I mean, we would lose a ton. I mean, you're talking about, look, the center of the payments universe right now is the United States of America. And in a way, that's what they're trying to hold on to, is the flow of payments through the U.S. banking system. And look, they just don't understand. Blockchain is actually on-chain activity. You can follow all the moves. That's how the Colonial Pipeline ransomware attack was solved quickly. You could follow the moves on a blockchain. There's so many false narratives out there. And I used to think it was only because people didn't really understand the space, but I've been alarmed by Gary Gensler at the SEC, who clearly does understand the space, but seems to be going along with the dominant narratives from the administration.
Yeah, it's hard to watch one of his MIT lectures and then look at the person that we're hearing from today. Now, you recently wrote an article. By the way, you're a fantastic writer and prolific. I appreciate it. On Tether and saying that it should be treated like a currency. I think that, or security. Is it the standard bearer now for crypto, not Bitcoin?
Definitely not. I mean, Bitcoin is the standard bearer for the space. And Tether highlights the problems. I mean, there's an inappropriate term for TV audiences, Bitcoin versus some other type of coin. But, USDT, which is Tether, what you see is it's not truly a stable coin. There's not $1 US per token. It's backed by a basket of commercial paper, for example. You don't even know what commercial paper or the quality of it. They did say they didn't hold Evergrande, but they do own some Chinese commercial paper. It looks a lot like a tokenized money market fund, and it has a central authority that stays in control of it. And they can change how it's backed, so that truly the value of it could be determined by a central management team. And if you go back to 08-09 financial crisis, that's when net asset value funds, some of which broke the buck, and there's not really worth $1.
Yeah. On the equity side, I was told that you voted against the Short Sale Transparency and Market Fairness Act. What can be done to help level the playing field for stock investors, which, again, I feel like so far Gary Gensler hasn't lived up to the hype?
Yeah, I'm very concerned about that as well. And look, this bill had a great name, but it didn't really solve the core problem. When you look at what happened with Robinhood, they had to halt trading because they have T+2, trading +2, and essentially they're having to cover 2 days of trading. So that ties up an awful lot of liquidity. And because of the volatility in GameStop, they really had high margin that, they weren't able to use the same kind of coverage ratios. You have to shrink that by getting closer to T0. I think that's the root issue, and blockchain offers a lot of promise for that capability as well.
It's got to happen. I agree with you. I think it's an unstoppable juggernaut, but I know that governments, including America, you can see they're going to try. Congressman, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Folks, we'll be right back.
Thank you, Charles.